Thanksgiving tribute. Welcome.
Thanksgiving tribute, autobiography. Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. It is painfully truth, but it is a truth we shall prefer to deny on a daily basis. This is, as William Shakespeare said, from hour to hour we wrote and wrote as we all approach our graves. When the moment actually arrives, it's always painful, though somehow inevitable. It is always untimely, however old we may be. Jaramogi Oginga Ajuma Odinga on such a day, 30 years ago today, reached that moment when he went home to be with the Lord. He was eulogized, one of the Kenya's greatest nationalists. Throughout his life, Jaramogi remained a voice of reason, standing taller than his compatriots in reputation, performance, and respect. Unlike Shakespeare, the good people do lives after them, and the bad is often interred with their body. Jaramogi was a good man. He was a principled man. He was a courageous man. He did and said what he believed in. He uplifted the afflicted. All his life he was concerned about injustice and unfairness in society. He devoted his entire life fighting for justice. Jaramogi was never a tribalist. He fought against negative ethnicity by championing the fight against poverty and liberation of all victims across Kenya. His politics was driven by ideology. For all Kenya politicians, Odinga was the most committed, the notion changing him for presidency. Jaramogi qualified for the second presidency in Kenya, not because he was a Luo, but because he was nationally. Always courage the promised land, and at the time of Kenyatta's death, no other Kenyan qualified more than becoming the second president of Kenya. We commemorate Jaramogi, the Kenyan president, who never was. He never ruled, but he reigned. Long live Jaramogi, long live our liberator.
Thank you. We want to welcome speeches, and at this time we are going to call Mama Betty Oginga, which will be followed by Mama Susan.
Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year, everybody. I want to thank you very much for attending this occasion. I'm called Betty Oginga. I'm the last wife of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. I don't say I was the last. I am the last because he's still living with us. And we as Africans, we believe that his spirit is hovering around us. And we want to thank God for the life that he led. We know he left us 30 years ago, but it's just like the other day. To us, he's still living. You come to Nyamira, you will always ask
that he was not natural. He used to tell us that he goes to heaven through uhuru. And I believe he went to heaven, and that is why we are still alive. Even though we have lost some of our members in the that he used to go to school. Luckily enough, it was late at night when our governor came and took him. He went outside the country. He stayed there for almost 1 month. Immediately he came, I thought that that was a gone case. The first thing he told me that today, it is today, have you lost my kids? I told him, no, you know, ukekomolo. Why? I was lucky, I was not caned. But that means that he was very strict. He loved education. We used to say with so many people, if he gets a desperate child, you could in your house, or a girl, take her to school. We so many. Now when we asked him, he said that, you know, in this world, God created a human being in a different way. The mouth he uses to eat is the same mouth that he uses to say no, he never eats in your house. So be ready for those things. He made us very strong. And I want to thank God for his life. I thank everything with years, and I pray standing with his children, because that is what he fought for, and he died fighting for it. Ago erokamano kabisa ni joga ni pirade
friendship.